What's up guys, Tim Little, welcome back to TacticalBassin. Today we are talking about finesse swim baits for early spring bass. You know, we have all sorts of conditions right now. We have some bodies of water that are crystal clear, we have some bodies of water that have rising muddy water, but this is a technique that will work for all of you guys, because this is a specific technique to downsize when the fishing gets tough to put more fish in the boat. So you finesse guys, you know, I know what it's like. You want to get out on the water, you want to get out on the lake and enjoy the technique that you're fishing. Enjoy the fishing. It's not always about catching, but I think you guys, if you really spend a few dollars, get some little swim bait heads, some little swim baits, and adapt, I think you guys will really enjoy this technique. This is a technique that you can use on your traditional worm gear. You don't have to go out and buy anything special besides the little heads and the baits. You can use all of your worm gear, just like the Ned rig. All of that stuff will work. But I challenge you guys, this time of year, springtime, this early springtime, it's always changing conditions. You have rising water levels and fishing can get really tough. So if you don't want to sit there and just soak a drop shot in the same spot, try this technique. So today, I want to give you guys some tips, some tricks, and some info on finesse swim baits. Right here, we have a 2.8 keitech on a little 1/0 guppy head. This is an 1/8 ounce head. A finesse technique, but it gets lots of bites and it gets big bites. Again, you can throw this on your worm gear. You don't have to change anything. So, little finesse swim bait. You swim baiters already know how to adjust to match the hatch, how to go for those bites. Finesse fishermen, same thing. You know how to adjust your tackle, adjust the size of worms, all that stuff. All that applies to finesse swim baits. So my favorite is gonna be a 2.5 to 3 inch swim bait. Right there, that's a 3-inch keitech. Again, right here is a 2.8. Got the Armor Shad. I'll link all of my favorite finesse swim baits down below in the video description, just like every video. But the actual technique, if you don't want to sit there and just soak a drop shot in the same spot, you cover a lot more water throwing this technique, and you can find and locate the fish a lot faster. So typically how you finesse, or how you fish this finesse swim bait, pull up to your favorite finesse locations, fire it out there. Now you can fish it a few different ways. One of the best ways, fire it out there, let it fall and hit bottom, and then just slowly creep that reel. What this bait's gonna do, it's gonna mimic a little bait fish down there on the bottom. The head's gonna be bouncing and deflecting off of the rocks, the structure down there, but you got that little paddle tail that mimics a swim bait, and that's what triggers those fish. So you can fish it super slow on the bottom, or you could fire it out there, count it down 5, 10, 15, and just start reeling. You know, a nice steady cadence, and actually fish it middle of the column like a swim bait or a glide bait, and get those fish to come up. Find those active fish, and then obviously you can fish it out, throw it out there, and just drag it barely or burn it. It's totally up to you. It's a super universal technique, but finesse swim bait fishing is a great fish producer. So as far as gear, again, like I said, you could use your traditional worm stuff, a 7 foot, 7.5 foot, medium light to medium rod, your favorite 2,500 or 3,000 size reel. Now this is a technique where if I'm fishing clear water, you guys know that typically I'm a braid to leader guy. But when you're fishing a bait horizontal, right? You're firing out, letting it go mid column, and you're reeling it back. If I feel like the fish are gonna see the braid first before they see my bait, I'm gonna do one of two things. One, I'm gonna use straight fluorocarbon if I feel like they are line shy, or two, I'm gonna tie a really long leader, 15, 20, 30 feet, so they're not seeing that braid right next to the bait. But that is finesse swim bait. You know, early spring, again, can be tricky to locate feeding fish. Traditionally, finesse fishermen, I'm included, you're offshore with your electronics, you're looking for fish, sometimes you can't find them. This is a great search bait. You know, if you're fishing two to a boat, you can have one guy vertically fishing, dragging a shaky head or a drop shot or whatever, and you can be firing off the front of the boat up to a point and finding those fish. But you guys, I challenge you guys, you finesse fishermen, get out of your comfort zone. You can use the same gear, but try the little swim bait. Try the little head. Now, the head that I like to use, actually, like I said, the Dirty Jigs head, but you can get away with a little darter style head or a little ball head. Your traditional finesse worm fishing gear, you can put that on the head of a bait. Well, I'm glad I picked this bait up too, because an underspin. So here, this is a little Cool Baits, little head. It's got the blade right here, and I have that paired up with a little, that's the 3-inch, the Easy Shiner right there. Again, little tiny underspin, a finesse swim bait, a little more flash. Let's see what else I put over here. This is a little natural shad head with little shad head with electric shad colored bait, underspin. You guys saw this, but keep it simple, but get out of your comfort zone, because I think you guys will truly enjoy this technique. The bites typically are going to be one of two ways. You're going to be reeling along. Birds are always here. You're going to be reeling along, dunk, and that rod's just going to load up on your worm, your light worm rod. That rod's just going to load up. You're going to load into them and set the hook, right? Now, if you're bottom fishing, sometimes you're going to have that worm tick, or the fish, it's just going to pick up that bait and load up the rod. So you guys know how your rods feel. You guys are good with finesse sticks, with spinning rods. So those are typically the bites that you're going to get, how they're going to bite. But I think you guys will really enjoy this. So I challenge you guys, grab some swim bait heads, grab a couple packs of small swim baits, go out to your favorite body of water and wet a line. You guys, if you have any questions, please leave those down below in the comments section. If you guys have any recommendations for videos about your bodies of water, things like that, please leave those down below in the comments section. We appreciate you guys. We have so many new subscribers, and we appreciate each and every one of you guys. You guys are the best. So if you guys like this video or you learned something from it, hit that like button. Remember to subscribe to our channel. Matt and I were doing 3 videos a week for you guys. We appreciate you guys. Have a good one.